You first joined the channel a couple days, yesterday or the day before that. Yeah, it's, dude, not much, dude. I'm enjoying day off. I'm gonna go train, lift some weights. I'm gonna walk around the park. I want to have kind of an easy day today because yesterday I did a kind of an intense. But today I at least want to go for a walk and I want to hit up the triceps. Okay. Maybe even hit up the biceps a little bit. I don't know. Nice weather where you're at. Yes. I'll tell you the temperature, dude. It is very hot today. I like it when it's hot, though. 79 right now. No, that's in Holyoke. Right now, it's 80. It's 80 right now. 80 degrees. That's perfect. You don't have to really wear a shirt if you don't want to. I'll take this off if someone donates $100 US. So, jogging off a dude behind you. Jagging off a dude behind you. How'd you know there's a guy behind me? Yeah, guys, freaking, I don't know. They're doing something going on with the XRP court case. They're dropping the court case. They're both sides are expected to drop their appeals, but they don't actually know if the SEC is going to drop their appeal yet. They're assuming that Brad Garlinghouse is assuming that SEC is going to drop their side of the argument. I don't know. This whole XRP court case, it seems like it's all BS, just designed to confuse people because it's kind of hard to follow. It's always some drama with the XRP court case. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Franks. I like A1, but I found out that A1 has sucralose. That's a fake sugar that's very bad for your bacteria. So I stopped eating A1. This doesn't have any sucralose. This is one of the only things you can eat with no sucralose. Frank's Red Hot is very pure food. It's very pure. All it is peppers, vinegar, water, salt, garlic. All of these things are good, you know? So olive oil, is that shib down the drain, bud? All shib down the drain, bud. Hi, pick it up. What? Yes, olive oil, yes. Guys, you are the first people that I have spoken with today, other than about 2 clients I think I had a phone call with. But you guys are basically the first people that I'm speaking with today. Let's go. Olive oil. We got 10 grand. Teaching you guys how to make money. If you want to learn how to make money, join the Patreon, okay? If you want to support this content, please join the Patreon. It's only $10 a month. No. No, these are all hundreds. These are all hundreds. Doesn't matter if you take it from the middle, still 100. If you take it from the back, it's 100. If you take it from right behind the first 100, it's 100. I got 10 G's, guys. 10 G's. Guys, I got way more than 10 G's anyways. Okay, yeah. This 10 G's is fake, but I got way more than 10 G's anyhow, so who cares? But, okay. And then we got the ones. We have a sea of ones, but it's a pretty good prop, though. Can't deny it. And then 100. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, guys. It's all about making money. Oh, yes. How quitting vaping goes. Oh, yes. I have to do another video about quitting vaping. Gold stocks must come down a bit. They must. They must. Well, gold came down a little bit. Gold stocks are always moving, okay? Yes, some gold stocks came down a little bit. AG was down like 28 cents or something like that. Some gold stocks go down every day, you know. But we have to be accumulating these gold stocks. Just if they go down a little bit, so what? They're going to go up big time long term, okay? Remember, guys, continue to buy gold stocks and silver mining stocks, okay? This is key. Also, you should start an IRA, a Roth IRA, okay? What a Roth IRA does, you invest money after taxes, but it can grow tax-free. So that means if you put money in a Roth IRA, you buy dividend stocks. When you get paid dividends every 4 months or whatever, or every month, you don't have to pay taxes on that. And you can reinvest those dividends into more stock. And this is the fastest way to compound, I think, is to buy high dividend stocks and put them in a Roth IRA. I think that's the best way to really get compounding interest. And there may be some good mutual funds, too, that pay dividends as well, okay? So remember that. Yes, gold will go higher. Gold will go to 12 grand. It's only going to take a few years, guys. Gold just started going, okay? Gold just broke out of the cup and handle. This is only the first surge. The first surge took us up to 3,500. What do you think is going to happen in the next surge? At least 4 grand, okay? There's going to be big surges again where we go up $2,000-$3,000 in a year. This is going to happen, okay? What we just saw happen in gold, this isn't even the best surge that you're going to witness. Yeah, it was a great surge, but there's going to be better ones too, okay? Gold is going to be rewarding for a long time because inflation, because the economic conditions are getting worse and worse and they have to inflate the currency more. And now they're having more spending bills and they're going to have to lower the interest rates. They're going to have to do stimulus. There's so many reasons why gold's going to go up and so few reasons why gold should go down, okay? Silver, though, silver is the place to be. Yeah, guys, obviously you should have some gold. But I believe you should have more silver than gold, okay? More silver than gold. And more silver than Shiba Inu. If you own Shiba Inu, you should have more silver than Shiba. I think that's the proper way to allocate your portfolio. Silver should be one of your biggest holdings, okay? Because it's very safe and it's going to be a guaranteed 2-3x. You can buy a lot of penny stocks, but they might not be they might be a 10x or a 20x, but it's not guaranteed. Silver is guaranteed, okay? So it's very safe. You should put a large chunk of your money in physical silver, not financial advice. Any good news about Shiba Inu? Just good news about it? Do you own gold? I have gold. I don't melt it, though. But if I buy jewelry and stuff, then yes, I'll melt it and I'll take the money and I'll buy real gold I'll buy more gold. All right. So Shiba Inu, good news about Shiba Inu? No. I haven't really been looking these past few days. I just know the price. The price of Shiba Inu is 401134. That's the good news. The good news about Shiba Inu is that it's cheap. Okay? How many Shiba Inu can you buy for $1? Somebody try to figure that out. Probably like 1,000, you know? How many Shiba Inu can you get for $1? Somebody look that up. But Shiba Inu is very cheap right now, 4011. So it doesn't get any better than that. Just buy it. You got to stock up. You got to load up on Shiba Inu. You got to get as much as possible, as much as physically possible. Okay? Name a car, the Toyota Prius. They just started synthesizing gold recently. You can use very extremely expensive chemical processes and get a couple atoms of gold. You know, this is extremely expensive. So yes, they can synthesize gold. They can synthesize basically anything, I believe, but it will cost an extreme amount of money. Absolutely extreme. Okay, so this is not a practical thing. They're not creating gold. They're not using alchemy. Okay, dude, I've already researched into that stuff. Okay, so. Bro, how to start a business. And Dixon says cheap and useless. I think he thinks the Prius is cheap and useless. Oh, I don't know. Somebody said name a car, and then Dixon says cheap. How you start a business is very simple. First, you should need to have good credit. That'll help your business. It's kind of hard to get a business loan if you don't have good credit. So you got to work on your credit. You got to save up a lot of cash. You got to have a great idea. And you got to have a plan and a way to complete that idea. Okay? So if you want to start a coin shop, you have to first get good credit and then get some cash and put a down payment on a location. And then you got to get some inventory. So you're going to need cash to get your inventory. You know, you're going to have all kinds of plans. To start a business, you just got to write down every step and start doing those steps. Okay, that's all you have to do. And then you can just do one step at a time too. So if you want to start a business, maybe you write down 30 different steps. You just work on one step at a time, dude, and you will start your business. Okay, you might have to get different licenses. Like if you want to get into the food business, you're going to have to get ServSafe, you know, like I have. You're going to have to do all kinds of stuff. You could go to school for business as well if you want to do that. They'll teach you everything you need to know. But I don't believe you do have to go to college to learn how to run a business. Okay. To some people, I think business comes naturally, like myself. I can run a business easily just because I think about this stuff all the time. I think about companies all the time, how they operate, how successful they are. You know, that's my job, is to pick stocks and to understand businesses. You think the stock market will have a correction? Yes. But it is very hard to predict exactly when, okay? I've been saying that a big correction should be coming. The economy's going to crash. That's why they're going to lower the interest rates, okay? They need the stock market to have a correction so that they can say, we need to lower the interest rates. We need to do all these things to help the stock market, to make everybody okay. It's the same story every time, you know? It's going to be similar as the last time. Some kind of a crash, and then they're going to do stimulus, you know, and we're going to all get free checks. We might not get a Doge dividend, but we're going to get free checks from the government because the economy is going down. That's what they keep telling you. The economy is great. I'm telling you, it's not. We're going into a depression. Okay. Final flash goal. You've got a final flash. What the heck is that? Okay. Flash goal, guys. Flash goal. Let's get rich. Come on. Let's get rich. How are you, brother? My name is Fabio. My foster time here in Brazil. Please send help to me in Brazil. How about you go over to Petro Brazil and tell me how their stock is doing, okay? And then get back to me on that. How's Petro Brazil doing? How's the dividends going to be in the next quarter, okay? Let me know, dude. No, dude, simple business idea. Example, trading is real or fake. I am not understanding the trading. Explain me. Simple business idea. Example, trading is real or fake? Huh? Trading what is real or fake? Sausages, broccoli, olive oil, spirulina, green vibrance, calcium, creatine, water, hot sauce, Pepe, Frank's Red Hot. I like Pepe. I own Pepe and I want to buy more Pepe. Another one I'm trying to buy more of is Chainlink. I almost bought more Chainlink today, but I'm like, I'll wait just a little bit longer. Where's Chainlink? Chainlink price. $13.34. Good. Well, I don't know if that's good, but $13.34. And who knows? Who knows what it's going to do? Who knows what Chainlink's going to do? It could go further down. Chainlink could go down to $10. There's good resistance at $10, or it could go up. So I just want to own some. You know, if it goes up, I'll sell it. If it goes down, I'll buy more. That's all investing is just find assets that go within a range. When they go to the bottom of that range, you buy, and when they go to the top of that range, you sell. Okay, investing is very easy. You don't need to overcomplicate it, guys. Chainlink. Well, we did have a peak of about $50, $50. And right now it's $13. If we get, I do believe we will get that same level of excitement that drove Chainlink up to $50. I do think that will come back when the interest rates go to zero, but it's not time for that right now. But in the future, I think Chainlink will go over $50. That's what I believe. I really do think so. I think it's going to go over 50, but we might have to wait a couple of years. We might have to wait a year and a half, a couple of years. Might. Maybe it'd be sooner than that. I don't know. Okay? But yeah, for Chainlink, I'm looking for more than $50 before I sell. Trading is good or bad? I have investment money. Explain me. Trading is good or bad? It's good. Unless you're losing money. What you want to do, though, is I want people to join the Patreon before I explain this stuff to them. But you want to do investing and trading, okay? Trading is it's a form of investing. There's long-term investing, short-term investing, okay? You want to do long-term investing and short-term investing, okay? You want to divide your portfolio into many different sections. You want to have one part of your portfolio, gold and silver and platinum. Another part you want to have in long-term investments, like high-quality dividend stocks, okay? Like I tell you on the Patreon, which stocks. Okay, like these certain stocks I talk about on my Patreon, they have very high dividends. You want to buy those for long term, and you want to reinvest the dividends, and you want to sell covered calls. That's part of your strategy. Another part of your portfolio is shorter term trades, swing trades, stocks that you want to buy this month, and you hope to sell it in the next month or two and make 30 or 40 or 50% profit. Okay, so your portfolio should not be all in one thing. It shouldn't be all in crypto. It shouldn't be all in dividends. Shouldn't be all in silver. You've got to make a balanced portfolio. That way it's going to stand the test of time. It's going to go up in value, and it's going to be stable and safe, okay? You want to build a portfolio that's going to grow over time, but also allows you to gain wealth quickly too. So we want to have some assets like that are higher risk, like Shiba Inu, okay? That's higher risk, higher reward. Bitcoin, you could put into your more longer term crypto holdings if you wanted to, you know? But that's totally up to each individual. Some people believe that Bitcoin will have a major downfall. I actually believe that it will. I think that other cryptos are going to surpass Bitcoin because the technology of Bitcoin is not increasing. Other cryptocurrencies are getting better and better and better technology. But Bitcoin, it's not doing nothing, okay? All Bitcoin is a store of wealth. Other cryptocurrencies actually have real purpose, real high quality designs, and they have a future. ETH will flip Bitcoin. I don't think it's going to be Ethereum. I think it's going to be something else, but we're going to have to wait and see. Trading app or website. Okay. You're going to want to get a brokerage account, not financial advice. This is not financial advice. You don't have to do this all in one day. Okay. First of all, buy yourself some silver. After you buy your first couple ounces of silver, get a stock brokerage account. You've got E-Trade, you've got Schwab, you've got Fidelity. Okay. So you buy your silver. Then you get a stock brokerage account. Then you start putting money into that. Then you get a Roth IRA. And you start putting money into that. You also get a 401k at your job. You put in the maximum amount that they're matching. Okay? This is how you invest. You got to have multiple accounts with multiple different purposes. Okay? Investing, it's kind of complicated to do it well, but I can make it simple for people. Please just join up on my Patreon, and I'll help you out more in depth over there, okay? Dow Jones, Robinhood. When Dow Jones started? When did the Dow come out? I think in the late 1800s, dude. I don't know. When did the Dow Jones originally start? Yeah, late 1800s, 1896. That's what I said, bro. Like I said. And guys, please go back and watch more of my videos too. I'm trying to get a lot more watch hours so we can make this monetized, especially on YouTube. We want to get this monetized, guys. Yeah, no problem. I'll explain it anytime, dude. But just start small, dude. Just start small. Just buy some silver and get a stock trading account. Don't get Acorn. Don't get Robinhood. Get a real stock account. Charles Schwab. E-Trade, okay? Get a real account. This guy says, don't buy silver. Don't use Schwab. Use E-Trade. E-Trade's good. There's another one called Lightspeed Trading. That one's one of the best. Okay? There's lots of places that are legit. Thank you, dude. Gaming SK00007. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this, man. Moog coin. Eating off a paper plate because I don't have to wash it, bro. Once I get to that level, I'm going to have a housekeeper to wash dishes. I'm not quite at that level yet, okay? Trying to put myself up to that level where I can buy a housekeeper, pay her $40,000 a year, and everything will be clean. I'm just not quite there yet. I think I'll get there in another year and a half, 2 years. So for now, I'm using paper plates because my time is so valuable, I cannot wash dishes. it's better for me, cheaper for me in the long run to pay for paper plates. You're really telling them to buy silver? You are slow. Yeah, silver is great. It's not even up to its all-time high yet of $50. I think silver is going to be going easily to $60, $70 very soon. Shiba is dead. Oh, yeah, it's dead right now. Shiba is dead right now. It's asleep. It's asleep. So Moog coin, Moog. Come on, guys. We're not making any money here. All these questions, but no money. Fucking broke. I can't swear, but you're definitely broke. Moog coin. Let's see what the price of Moog coin is. Okay, it's 609. Yeah, Moog's another one of those real cheap ones. Yeah. I'd be comfortable buying a little bit here. It's very likely, though, that Moog could actually drop down again and go even lower. But I think this is a fairly okay place to start dollar cost averaging. If you wanted to get into Moog coin, you could start to get in. Maybe buy $100 this week and then buy another $100 next week and $100 the week after that. And just average in, okay? I wouldn't just go all in and spend 10 grand on Moog. I'd put that $10,000 in, but put it in over a longer period of time. $3 billion Moog. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of coin, brother. 3 billion Moog. Come on, guys. Watch all my videos. It'll really help me out. And remember, people on the TikTok, I have a YouTube channel too. My YouTube is John's Gold and Silver, okay? So please check out my YouTube channel. And because I really want you guys to watch me on my YouTube because I'm trying to get more watch hours, okay? So please start hitting me up on the YouTube if you can. Oh, yeah. Trying to be a billionaire. Trying to level my way up to $1 billion. Are there people on the Patreon that I can argue with? Yes. Certainly. I think some of them would be happy to argue. Sure, Jesus, you will get whatever you want over there. I promise you that. How old? 27. Bitcoin to Tether. Accidentally converted 1,000 Bitcoin to Tether. Sorry to hear that. GM is advising owners something. What was that? GM is advising owners to park their vehicle outside and away from buildings. Your cars are junk or something? I don't know. GM's pretty junky. You want to get Toyota or a Honda. Tesla car is junk. Well, Tesla, you know, they haven't been manufacturing cars that long. A lot of them are junk. You know, the frickin' Cybertruck, those are junk. But Cybertruck is hard. The Cybertruck is stupid. The quality is low. It's just a big piece of junk, you know, with thin sheet metal. It's going to rust. The metal rusts on those things, okay? The manufacturers who built those did not design the parts to last very long. The glues, the different things, they're probably not even galvanized screws and stuff like that. It's not a car company, okay? It's not a car company. They're just trying to make cars, though. But they are getting better and better and better. They will get better at it, you know? I don't like any cars, hardly. We don't have any like really cheap base model cars today. Everything is like super expensive, tons of extra features that you don't really need. They should just make a base model cheap car, like with the old roll-up windows. They should bring back roll-up windows, you know? Just make a cheap basic car with no extras, no AC, nothing. I don't need none of that. I just need a cheap basic car to get me around, you know? Tesla is parking lot for 4 months in Sweden, not moving. That's crazy. When I become a millionaire, the first car I'm going to buy, I'm going to buy the newest model Toyota Prius. The Prius is the most intelligent car you could buy because it's the cheapest to operate. Breaks down the least, super efficient, better for the earth, save a massive amount of money on gas, save money on repairs. The Prius is really a car for geniuses, okay? But you have to kind of put your pride away and say, okay, I might look stupid driving this car, but at least I'm going to be rich and at least I'm smart, you know? And at least I'm going to have a future. I'm not going to have to dump tons of money into a stupid Dodge or a Mercedes or a BMW or a Chevy that's just going to break down on the side of the road. A Ford found on road dead. You know, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to buy a Toyota Prius. Sure, it might be embarrassing to drive it. You're just driving around a little tiny car that looks like it was designed in a wind tunnel, you know, which is actually pretty cool. I like the design of the Prius, but especially the brand new Prius. It's like such a cool swept back, so freaking aerodynamic, high tech. The freaking technology on the Prius is higher than anything else. It's got the highest tech designed exterior body, you know? It's designed just to cut through the wind. It's more advanced than almost anything out there, except probably like a Corvette. A Corvette would break through the wind just like, or a Lamborghini. Those things go right through the wind. But a Prius, man, those things are good. It's not safe if I drive crash small car. Prius is very safe, dude. A Toyota Prius is very safe. I am thinking safety. If you really want to think safety, like if I was a millionaire and if I had a daughter, I would get her a Toyota Highlander because those are very big, very safe. If I was a millionaire with a daughter, I'd get her a Highlander hybrid, brand new, 2025. Trying to level up myself to the point where I can actually do that within the next year or two, and buy these things to keep the family safe. You know, money is everything. If you don't have money, you can't buy your kid a safe car to drive. You just have to buy them whatever car is available. Okay. So you got to think smart. If you care about your family, you better care about freaking money, dude. Join my Patreon today to learn about money, learn how to make money work for you. Okay, guys? Join the Patreon. That's the number one thing that'll help me out. Yes, mommy. Thank you. Money. Yes. Jesus knows. Jesus, the one man that you would think he would say money is not very important, because Jesus cares about humanity in a way that doesn't involve money, doesn't involve wealth. But even Jesus knows how important money is. Jesus even says we have to be of the world, but not participate in all the worldly things. We have to be in the world, but not of the world. Okay? Humanity needs money. Thanks, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, humanity needs money. They need money over in Uganda, Africa. They need money everywhere. Daughter fantasy, yeah. Yeah, I have a fantasy that I will have a daughter, and I will buy her a brand new 2028 Highlander hybrid. Yeah, that's one of my fantasies. Yeah. Then I'll have kids and I'll be able to buy them nice cars and stuff. Yeah, of course. That should be all of our fantasies. You know, you have to think about the future and think about success. If your only fantasy is you want to go get drunk on the weekend, then that's what's going to happen. But if your fantasy is I want to have kids and I want to buy them all brand new cars, then that's what's going to happen, okay? But you have to actually believe it. And then when you actually believe your fantasy, you're going to start to make changes in your daily life so that your fantasy actually becomes reality. Even no matter what your fantasy is, if you really focus on that intensely enough, if your fantasy is to be with 3 women at one time, if you focus on that enough, subconsciously, you will start to do what you need to do to make it happen. You'll start to make those friends, make those connections, go out to these different places, meet these different people, you know? Trust me, I know. I've been there, done that. Whatever you want your fantasy to be, it can come to reality. But you have to really focus on that all the time. All the time. Success is hard. Just going out and getting drunk one time, that can mess up your mind. And you'll forget about it. Success. To be successful, you gotta put in the work. You gotta join the Patreon today. Okay? You gotta pay that $10 to take yourself to the next level. Thanks for the share. Thank you. I have a fantasy, sell house, sell everything, and go 100% blockchain, but it's on my mind, but fantasy. How can you do that? Go on 100% on the blockchain? What? You can't sell everything. You can't sell your house, and you can't live on the blockchain. How much do I have invested in total? I'm not telling you, dude. If you give me $10,000, then I'll tell you what my net worth is. You know? I don't tell people what my net worth is. You shouldn't do that, because what if I tell you my net worth is $100,000 and then next month it goes down to 50? Then everybody thinks I'm rich, but I know I'm not, you know? There's different reasons why you don't want to tell people your net worth. If I said I have $1 million, then how many people are you going to think are going to be in my DMs trying to be my friend? They're going to be fake friends. You should never let people know how much money you have, okay? Let people think you're poor. For real. Don't let your friends know how much money you have. All right? This guy lives in a cardboard box. Well, Jesus doesn't care about earthly things, okay? Hey, I hear you talking about stimulus checks. Is that true? Yes, a Doge dividend. I believe that we will not get the Doge dividend because the Doge team, Elon Musk, he seems like he gave up. Why do you think Elon Musk gave up? Probably because they weren't making a lot of headway. He probably knew it was a foolish endeavor. At first, he thought, Doge, it's going to be a great idea. That's how we're going to sell Trump, because he's going to appoint this team and they're going to save so much money. It's going to be an amazing thing. But when Elon Musk got in there, he figured out it's not going to work. There's too much red tape, too much legislation, too many rules that are blocking us from cutting the spending. So Elon Musk probably said, screw this, I'm done, you know. and probably Trump wasn't helping him. Trump was probably not helping the Doge team cut through that red tape. And Elon probably said, okay, I'm done. You know, that's that. It's funny, though. Elon got so involved with Trump. He said, yeah, Trump, I believe Trump is truly a good man. You see those interviews with Trump and Elon? He's like, he's really a great man. You know, he's just like, what? It was just to deceive the public. It was just public deception to try to get him elected. He's going to probably pay Elon back. He's probably going to pump up. He already probably paid Elon. Because remember when Elon's stock went up to like $400? That was probably Elon Musk's payment for supporting Trump. Trump probably had certain market makers help pump up Elon's stock. You know, who knows? You guys don't understand the backdoor deals. We learned about these backdoor crazy deals because of penny stocks like Genius Group. They do so much stuff that's corrupt. People like Musk, Trump, so much stuff with these companies that's corrupt and insider trading. It's real. Okay? Why he left is a lot of who knows why, but probably Trump is winning more every day. It seems like that now because I guess he ended another war in like Nigeria or in Africa. He's getting the world to come together to peace. It seems like that. Yes, it seems like that. It's crazy. Could it actually happen? Are we actually going to have world peace now? You know, I think it's going to go back the other way, and I think we are going to have war because of what Gerald Celente said. When all else fails, they take you to war. When the government tries everything they can possibly try, we're still going into a recession. The economy is still bad. We're still losing jobs. They take you to war. So we are going into war. It will be going into war. But right now it seems like it's peace, okay? This is to cause manipulation among the public, among the markets. So yes, it looks like we are going into a period of peace and prosperity now. I do not believe this, okay? There's a ceasefire happening, but I do not believe the ceasefire will last. These countries have been fighting for all these years. It's not going to stop now at this point in time, and when I'm alive, there's no possible way. The chances of that are so rare, so remote. I think there's more of a high probability that there's going to be even more wars than ever, okay? It's all code in. Yes, things are coded into the news. If you really look carefully and closely, you can kind of put the pieces together. So Dixon My Ass is actually onto something right there. Dixon My Ass, is that your name? Ripple is Google's crypto. What does that mean? Who cares? You know? So what? Ripple is Google's crypto. When everybody finds out Ripple's a scam, and they're going to try to keep this going as long as they can. Everybody might not find out that XRP is a scam until 5-10 years from now, or even 20 years. I don't know. They're keeping this XRP secret thing bottled up, though, and Dixon My Ass is a wild behavior. You prob own XRP. Yeah, I do. I have like 1.3 XRP. So I have about $2.50. I have like $2.80 of XRP. So, or like $1 or something. I don't know. I have like $2 of XRP. That's because I bought it and I sold it and I made a lot of money. And I still have like a couple XRP left. 1.3. Shiba Inu is trash. Why? Why is Shiba Inu trash? Pretty soon they're gonna have a Shiba Inu debit card, bro. That's gonna be sick. Doge is the kings of crypto. Shiba Inu is a scam fact. No, Shiba Inu is not a scam. It's a meme coin. Okay? It's a meme. It's not a scam just because it's a meme coin. Yes, it's not a traditional investment. It's very different. Okay? So a lot of people are not comfortable buying it. But I, for one, think that Shiba Inu is going to go up in value a lot. Okay? Same reason you think XRP is. No, XRP pretends to be a utility coin, and it's a meme coin. So XRP completely lies. It's a complete scam. Shiba Inu does not lie. Shiba Inu is a meme coin. It doesn't pretend that it's something that it's not. So Shiba Inu is the most honest coin in the industry. XRP is the coin that has the most misconceptions and the most lies about it. Silver price in the end of the year. Silver price is going to skyrocket. Silver could finish the year at 50 or 55 bucks, or it could finish the year. Guys, I've been saying that silver should go down. I was thinking that silver is going to take one more dip. That's what I thought. It hasn't happened. So am I wrong? I still kind of think silver might take one more dip. I think it might dip back down to 32 bucks. And I actually believe that silver could dip back down to 25, 26. Okay? I actually believe that could happen. But if it does, I don't care. I'm going to be buying silver at 25, 26. If silver drops, I'm just going to be buying it. Silver is a guarantee. If a guaranteed investment goes down, what do you buy? What do? You buy more. You guys got to understand the difference between an investment that's a guarantee and an investment that's not a guarantee, and how to treat those things differently. So when you're talking about silver, buy it no matter what. Just buy it no matter what. When you have a guaranteed investment, you know it's going to go much, much higher. Just buy it. I don't care what the price does in the short term. Okay? Silver is just like a meme coin. No, it isn't. You know, 20% of the silver gets used up in solar panels, and that's growing extremely fast. You know how much solar is used in these brand new solid state batteries for electric cars? Did you know that many cars are going to use silver because we're going to have fully electric semis, fully electric buses? Did you know that this is going to grow very fast? Electric vehicles? That's going to grow. You know that? You know that. You know this. You know that. Come on. Silver is not like a meme coin. Silver is nothing like a meme coin. But it does act very volatile, though. So it can act like a meme coin sometimes, but silver is a true high-quality, top-tier asset. Okay? Meme coins are not top-tier assets. They're gambles. Is silver better than platinum in the coming years? I think so. I think if we see, yeah, guys. I think in the future we'll see platinum at 5,000, but we'll see silver at 200 bucks. You know, I think silver and platinum are going to give you bigger returns than gold. I do. I think silver is going to give you the biggest returns. Then I think platinum, and then gold. Okay? Remember, platinum used to be worth more than gold. If platinum becomes worth more than gold, then platinum will by far outperform gold. If that happens again. Even if it doesn't. Even if platinum just moves up quite a great amount, it's still going to outperform gold. But yeah, I believe first and foremost, you want to have silver. Then you want to get platinum, and then you want to have a little bit of gold too, okay? And you could even invest in palladium. Palladium's good too. Harder to sell, a lot less liquid, but you could still buy a couple ounces, okay? No other crypto site at the same price for 3 months, zero. All right, guys, join my Patreon, all right? Join the Patreon, too. Doing argument. Dogecoin has flattest lines of any stock or crypto in history. It's artificially supported. He doesn't like Dogecoin. Last time I looked, it was like 15.9 cents. Let's see where Dogecoin's at today. Let's go, guys. Let's go. 16 cents, baby. But yes, I mean, Dogecoin's great. It moves very fast. If Bitcoin turns back down, if Bitcoin goes back down, Dogecoin could go to 10 cents. It could go to 10, 12 cents. That's when I'd be looking to buy it. Okay? If Bitcoin does not go down, if Bitcoin keeps going higher, then Dogecoin will go to a new record high. It will go over 70 cents. So we don't know what's going to happen with Dogecoin. Yeah, it's going to go a lot higher, but we just don't know when. So I do think Doge is a guaranteed investment, not in the same class as silver, But I think if you buy Doge right here, you're eventually going to be in the green. But I'm looking to wait if Doge goes back down to 8 to 10 cents. That's personally what I'm doing. But I actually do already have Doge too. I own Dogecoin, but if I'm going to buy more, I want to see Dogecoin go down, okay? Doge supply is way too high. Well, it has a market cap of 24 billion. Wow. That is crazy. There's 149 billion Doge. Wow. Just a massive supply. 24 billion Doge, or market cap. The market cap of Shiba Inu is like 5 times smaller than Doge, or it's like 4 times smaller. Yeah. Shiba Inu has a market cap of like 6.7 billion. So Shiba Inu's market cap is way smaller. But I would think Shiba would be like bigger. But why you don't answer? What's the question? Doge supply is used to burn extra USD to fix inflation. Doge now is a great entry point. So we got Dixon Mayaz, who doesn't like Doge, but we got Ryan Robinson, who does like Doge. Like I said, I do own Doge. I think this is pretty cheap, but it could get a little bit cheaper. That's all I think, okay? Picoin, no. Can you buy that on Coinbase? If you can, maybe. Picoin, it's very popular. I hear a lot of people talk about it. Is XRP going to be profitable? I've held mine for a while, debating selling. Well, you know, I'd love to just tell you what you should do, but I'm not a financial advisor. But if you join the Patreon and send me a question about XRP, then I'll tell you what I would do. And I had an XRP exit strategy video on my Patreon, but I took that one down because it just felt like wasn't getting us any more subscribers or anything. But I'm going to put a new XRP exit strategy video up there. I might actually still have one. I hope I do. But you should definitely, I hope I have it up there. Let me see if I got my XRP video on my Patreon. Library. Key stocks and cryptos to own. Shiba Inu, Silver, Pepe. Yeah, I don't think I have an XRP video on my Patreon anymore. But I'm going to put one up there. All right? But yes, please join the Patreon anyways. There's a lot of good stuff on the Patreon. And that's how you can support me. And trust me, I'm working hard. I'm trying to get the word out about cryptos, about the good cryptos, the bad cryptos. So please help me out, guys. Join the Patreon. Do you like the new big bill, and will it help the middle class richer? Well, with the new big, beautiful bill, they're trying to make all these amendments to it, and they're trying to make changes that are not good, okay? So we just have to wait and see how it comes out. We don't know what the bill's going to look like, really, because they're making so many different changes to it. So, but I have heard that there's a lot of pork barrel spending in the big, beautiful bill. I heard that there's a lot of garbage in it, okay? But I think there's a lot of good stuff in it, too, like no tax on overtime, no tax on tips. But the Senate is trying to change all this stuff. They're trying to make it so it's not as good. Okay, they're trying to make it so it's not as good as what Trump wants. So it sucks. Whenever you're trying to get these bills passed, it sucks, you know? It might not be the same bill that Trump wants by the time we get it. Chainlink, yes, I bought Chainlink. Thoughts on Fartcoin? It all, you know, give me a donation and I'll tell you what I think on Fartcoin, dude. I can't keep looking these coins up on here and seeing where we're at on the charts, okay, for free. I think Pi Network is very good coin. Hello from Paris. What is the difference between a coin and a token? Zero difference. There's no difference. It's the same thing. You could call it a Shiba coin or a Shiba Inu token, or I call Origin token. It does not matter. You could call it anything you want, and I will accept it. If you call Shiba Inu a token or a coin, that's fine. That's fine. Zero difference. Can you line up molding in your closet better? It's making me not want to subscribe to your Patreon. Can you line up the molding in your closet? Up there? Well, it only looks like that right there because the wall like comes out. The wall's not smooth. That's why it looks like the molding is not lined up. It's okay, dude. I promise. It's okay. Okay. Thank you though. Very observant. You're a little bit too observant. Okay, brother. Shiba Inu to the moon. Yes. Fart coin. I'm not going to tell you about fart coin unless you give a donation. The strategic reserve a scam. Okay, I will answer that question for free. I do believe the Bitcoin strategic reserve is a scam, but they could make it anyways, just to pump up the price of crypto so insiders can make money. Is that a scam? Well, no. That's just Trump helping the high up players in the crypto industry. Because if he adds XRP to the crypto reserve, that's going to help Brad Garlinghouse. You know, he's going to help his buddies. So I would argue that all of crypto is actually a scam. The whole crypto was invented to be a scam, to siphon money from the less intelligent retail investors and funnel it into the hands of the people that actually started these cryptos and got in at the ground floor. So you could argue that the entire crypto sphere is a complete scam. And I would actually argue, yes, all of crypto is a scam. But if you're smart, then you will not be one of the ones that they take your money from, that the market makers take your money. No. If you're smart, you can actually make money with the big crypto players, okay? If we know where we're at in the cycle, if we know what's going on, we can make money in this big scam that is crypto. And that's where I stand. I'm in crypto to make money. I don't believe that crypto is the future. I do not believe that XRP will be replaced by the dollar, okay? All these people that think XRP is going to become real money, no. You really think the government's going to say, okay, yeah, let's get rid of the dollar and use XRP, you know? They want a currency that they can manipulate. They're going to have a digital dollar, okay? XRP will not replace the dollar. It will not replace SWIFT. These are all scams. And the strategic reserve, you know what? Many countries have strategic reserves. Russia has a strategic reserves. They said that they are going to put silver in their strategic reserve. Do you believe me? You probably don't. Russia is putting silver in their strategic reserve. This is a tell for the whole entire world that silver is about to skyrocket. There are tells, but most people ignore them. Russia putting silver in the strategic reserve, that's a tell. That tells you, oh, I'm going to be rich if I buy silver. That's all it's telling you. You're going to be rich. Buy silver, guys. So the U.S., it's not a scam. The U.S. has a strategic reserve. They have gold. The U.S. owns gold. Yeah, some people say the gold is not there, but we have gold. And they could put crypto in the reserve for political reasons, or because they believe it will go up, or they could put crypto in the reserve so Trump can pay back his buddies that helped get him elected for whatever reason. It's not necessarily a scam. It depends how you look at the situation, okay? Depends how you look at it. Is that crypto 101 LOL? The strategic reserve, you in an office. This is my office at my house, okay? Brad Garlinghouse used XRP holders for exit liquidity. Yes, we finally got a smart person. We got an XRP genius on here. Brad Garlinghouse uses XRP holders for exit liquidity. Smart man, smart man. Finally, people are getting it. People are getting it. The people that have been invested in XRP for a long time, they start to get it. And they go, oh, we need a whole bunch of new investors now. That's what it is. It's a continual pump and dump. Old investors require new investors to believe the story. So XRP, it's a complete scam. I just told you. It's a complete scam. That's funny. But it is, yeah. This is not a joke. XRP is a complete scam. This is not a joke. And you guys got to start thinking intelligently and think about ICP coin. ICP coin is way better, and silver is a really good investment too. And Shiba Inu, I think. Brad Garling, Shib, you have the wrong idea there. The plan is not to replace dollar, but to support and integrate with the dollar. Support it and integrate it. That's sounds like language that you could be hiding something. Oh, we're just going to support and integrate it. Don't worry. XRP is never going to take over your USD. It would be a competing thing, and they would never allow that. Yeah. The SWIFT system has already got a good system. That's the best thing that they could come up with, is that XRP would replace SWIFT. That's just the best fake idea they could come up with. Okay. Once you've been in it for a while, you'll start to know. They always come out with different stories, and then sometimes those stories go away, and then XRP will come out with a new story, and sell it to the public. Every cycle, it's like a new thing they're trying to sell, to try to sell their XRP and exit liquidity. You are Brad Garlinghouse's exit liquidity, guys. You got to start being smart. Join my Patreon today. Join the Patreon today. XRP will explode. I also have 2,000 ounces of silver. Whoo! That's what I'm talking about. This guy's got 2,000 ounces of silver. That's a smart dude right there. That's a genius. See how he's ignoring the opposition. What you think about VeChain? Scam. I don't like VeChain. Too many cryptos, too much competition. I don't like all these stupid, silly ones popping up, claiming that they're the best. That's what VeChain is. I don't like it. I like silver. Silver, gold, Shiba Inu, Pepe. And on my Patreon, I tell you all the stocks. Okay? I do like Realbotics, XBOTF. Realbotics. I own Realbotics. And it's looking strong. It's looking very strong, okay? The price of Realbotics is at 30 cents. And I really think something big could happen. I really think Realbotics should really take a big leap forward, really skyrocket, okay? Once XRP pops, yeah. But it looks like Realbotics could really rip here. Like it's starting to let loose. But we'll see. We'll see. Just check this out, guys. Just check this out. I'll show the YouTubers, because TikTokers, I'm always trying to get the TikTokers to come over to YouTube. And you're not doing it. So we're just going to show the YouTubers. So here's Realbotics. Look at this. So it went a little bit higher. Look, it's building more. Back up. It's building. It's building levels. Level. And see this level? This level is higher than this one. And this one's higher than this one. And this one's higher than this one. Okay? Up. So we could get it. We could keep going. All right? I think Realbotics is going to keep going higher. So I'm buying more Realbotics stock, okay? Silver is going to moon, my man. I will never sell silver. Yes. You're going to have to sell it sometime. If it goes up to $200, you should sell it and buy what you need to buy, Buy cars, buy houses, buy land. Is 925 silver good? Yes. 925 silver is very good. This is a 417. That's gold. 417 gold. 10 karat gold. 41.7% pure. It's only 41%. It's still worth $4,500 though. That's how expensive gold is. This ain't even half gold. And it's worth over $4,000. Can you believe that? If this was pure gold, this would be worth approximately $10,000 if this was pure. Are you in the ICP? Yes. Insane Clown Posse. I'm a juggalo. Let's go, juggalos. But yes, I own ICP. ICP is one of my favorite cryptocurrencies. It's not my biggest position, but it should be my biggest position probably. And ICP has the best technology. Everybody knows it, but a lot of people are ignoring it. They're not talking about it because ICP doesn't pay influencers to pump it up. Tron does, Ondo does, Bitcoin does, Ethereum does. All these other cryptos have to pay people to pump them, but ICP doesn't. It's just pure high technology, and it's going to take over in due time. In due time. Where do I buy silver? Give a donation, and I'll tell you. ICP is trash. I don't think so, bub. I don't think ICP is trash whatsoever. If you think that, then I think you're crazy. My Mickey Mouse watch got bigger arms. I don't think so, bud. I got a sleeper build, okay? I don't look big until I flex. All right, sleeper build. The ultimate sleeper build. Palladium. I like Palladium. I do like Palladium. Guess what? When platinum hits $10,000, people are going to be buying Palladium. Palladium's going to be the only one sitting there that hasn't done a whole lot because Palladium's boring. It's got low liquidity. But Palladium, I think, could wake up and it could gain a higher level of liquidity. Be easier to sell. I do believe Palladium will go higher. Big time, big time. Let's see what Palladium price is today. Thanks, guys, for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. All of you. All right? I don't care if you're haters. I know if you're a hater, you secretly like me anyways, dude. Even if you're a hater, you secretly like this channel. That's why you're here. Okay, Palladium price is 1,167. So platinum really shot up like 450 bucks. Palladium is starting to go up now. Because Palladium, look where it was. It was in the 900s. Palladium is really, and guess what? Palladium used to be $3,000. But Palladium hardly moved way back in 2010 when everything else was moving. But yeah, Palladium was 3,000 bucks. This was only 3 or 4 years ago. And then they brought it down. I think Palladium is going to go to 4,000 or 5,000. I think Palladium is going to have a short squeeze. It's going to go to 5,000 or more. For real, I'm not lying. I really believe this will happen. No joke. If you buy Palladium, you're going to be good. Okay? But you have to know what you're doing because Palladium's hard to sell. You got to know who to sell it to. I never hear anyone talk about BNB for some reason. Like Airbnb, what? What do you mean BNB? That's a stock, right? You got good energy, brother. Technology is one thing, but it is who owns the technology, who will. XRP is owned by PayPal Mafia. Yes, this gentleman could be right. He might have something there. You know, the people that own it, but how much do they own, you know? And do they still own it right now? Or are they selling it now? Do they own it before the pump? And yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. Just because the PayPal Mafia owns some XRP. I own some XRP. Okay, I own some. I have a little bit. Palladium prices spiked due to a combination of factors, including supply concerns during the COVID, yes, which I think we will have supply concerns again. But let's go on. Increased demand, yes, I believe will, and market speculation. Yep. Once gold skyrockets, there's going to be speculators on precious metals coming out of the woodworks, guys. Specifically, potential supply disruptions from Russia, a major producer. Yep. Putin, Trump, Elon, adhere to Jesus. I definitely would say that Elon adheres to Jesus. I don't think Elon follows Jesus. I don't know if Trump actually follows Jesus. I think Trump acknowledged that Jesus is real. But we still don't know for sure if Trump is actually like a real follower of Christ, or if he just says he is. You don't know that. You don't know. Okay? Not until I speak with him, and that's never going to happen. Market is down next few days. Maybe. The markets have been rocketing, though. The only one that hasn't hit a new record is the Dow. The S&P and the NASDAQ just hit new record highs, I think. Jesus is following them. I wonder what crypto will be like in 200 years. Guys, this money right here, fiat, will not be around in 200 years. There's going to be so many things that are different in 200 years. Jesus might come back before 200 years. I don't even know if humanity, if the earth is going to exist in 200 years, because Jesus might come back. It's going to all end in fire. We don't know what's going to be in 200 years, but the dollar should not last much longer. This should burn away in probably the next 5-10 years. I'm pretty sure they're planning on getting rid of the dollar, but with crypto, who knows, dude? Who knows? Shiba Inu could be $10,000 in 200 years. Okay? Maybe Shiba Inu is the best thing to hold on to. Let's move on. Okay, if ran out in the 60s, early 70s, what did? Palladium or something? Writing on his cage, thief isn't Christ. Thiel is an autumn bot for Christ. Who is that? Solana, how high will it go? Maybe 500? I'll tell you the downside, and then I'll tell you the upside, okay? Let's see where Solana's at today. Okay, Solana is right at 150 today. I would say that we're probably not going back to 10, 11, 12 bucks again. We might not even go back to 20 bucks again, okay? I think that Solana could go down to 35 to 50 bucks, maybe 40, 45 bucks. Solana, it could go down to 40, 45 bucks. That's on the low end. The high end, 500, 600. That's what I'm thinking. Okay? That ain't no vape. Well, I quit vaping. All right, guys? Trump isn't religious. See, I don't think he really is religious. I think Trump will acknowledge God, but even the demons acknowledge God. You know, the demons know more than anybody that God exists. But not that Trump is a demon. Many people do believe that Trump has been anointed by God, and God saved Trump's life. I'm not so certain. Okay, I'm really not so certain. Maybe God is using Trump as a vessel. Maybe, but I don't know. It's not even really up to me to speculate on this stuff. But we will know in the future. One day we will know if Trump is being used as God's vessel. You know, I think the truth will come out towards the middle of Trump's term. I think the truth will come out. So, A1, Trump goes to church out of character, full, no makeup, and bad hair. Google Trump's photograph trip to church. Well, he went to church once, okay? He went once. Maybe he went for photos, to do the photo shoot. Trump has a character and doesn't use it in church. He went to church twice, once for his photo op and once to get your vote. I see some wisdom in this gentleman's statement. A1 steak. I like the name. I like the name. Maybe this guy knows the channel. I used to show bottles of A1 steak sauce, you know. Today I'm showing Red Hot, but I always like to show A1. But A1 has sucralose. This is bad. Quaint. Not quaint. That's the stupidest sounding crypto ever, dude. And it's one of those dumb things that gets stuck in your head. Quaint. Once you hear it, it's such a stupid word, you can't forget it. You know, I feel like Trump when he goes, "You're such a stupid person." Quaint is such a stupid word. Hey, I'm invested in Quaint. No thanks, bro. I'll stick with Shiba Inu. Okay? How high will it go? Frick, dude. Give a freaking donation, dude. Q-U-A-N-T. Q-U-A-N. Come on, guys. I'm trying to make some money here, bro. Let's look up Quaint and see how stupid this thing looks. And then we'll go back to the comments. Okay. I don't like it here. It's at 109. I'm just going by the chart. Because you can see there's a lot of action. I'll show you. Well, I don't need to. Screw it. Quaint is getting more at the high end of its volatility range. So I would not want it right here. You would look to buy Quaint in the $60 range, okay? I would look to buy it in the $60 to $75 range. Right now we're at 109. I think it's too much. Quaint, it looks like it peaked at 400. It could surpass its all-time high of 400, okay? I think many cryptocurrencies are going to surpass their all-time high, but not until the interest rates go to zero. That's when true altcoin season's coming. Okay, guys, that's for real. I've been telling you this for how long, guys? And it takes time for the interest rates to go down to zero. It's going to take a long time. But once the interest rates go to zero, then it's truly risk on. Quaint could possibly go over $400. But I would be looking to buy it at around 60 to 70 bucks right now, okay? I don't like Quaint. Market cap is 1.3 billion. Total supply is almost 15 million. I'm not a fan of Quaint. Just so stupid. A1 is he thinks he's a bot. Trump is his own redemption path and USA is its path. Let Trump find his peace. I'm letting him, dude. I'm letting him. Okay? I still have hope. I have hope. I have faith that Trump is actually going to save the country. We'll have to wait and see. I really feel like the world is going into a bad time, though. We're going to have more wars, okay? That's just what my gut's telling me, is that this is a false peace. It's fake. I do not think that this peace under Donald Trump right now is going to last. Okay? Only time will tell if I'm right. How high can XRP possibly go? I really think it could really only go to $3 or $5. That's really all I think, dude. For real. I think XRP, maybe if you're lucky, it goes to 4 or 5. Dollar Bill Johnny. Thanks, Owen. Owen changed his profile picture. He's been with us forever. When I think of Owen, I think of Orn. Orn is a character in the game League of Legends. It just sounds like Owen. Orn. It sounds like it. And Orn is like this big, strong dude. He's like a rock. So that's kind of how I think of Owen. But I just know he's a good dude. That's all I really know about him, is he's a good dude. Peace is bad for gold and metals. Yes. That's why gold's down right now. It was down like $53. But like I said, I don't think this peace is going to last, bro. Peace is good for stock and bonds. Yes. The peace right now is sending the stock markets higher. Okay? For sure, for sure. I think that it will switch again and go the other way, though. Okay? And gold is going to probably surge to 4,000 or higher in its next little surge. Yeah, gold's going to go to 3,800 in its next surge, probably. 3,800 to 4,000. 50,000 XRP, but will take 5 years. The Lord Christ transcends quantum foretelling. Well, I suppose that's a true statement. The Lord Christ transcends quantum foretelling. I think that means that God transcends whatever our predictions are. God already knows. And God's probably looking down on us and he's laughing at us, trying to guess if Trump's a good man, if he's going to save us. God already knows. Jesus already knows. I wish Jesus could just come down here and just tell me what would happen, but he knows. If he told me what would happen, that I would use his words to make massive millions and millions of dollars. If Jesus said, Trump is going to do this, I'd just be like, okay, what can I invest in now? And Jesus would be like, I did not tell you these things so you could invest, Jesus would never let me know if Trump is really going to save the economy and make stocks go to the moon. Joey says $1.80. $1.80 what? What are you trying to prove with holding? Oh, what am I trying to prove with holding the cash? When we hold money, we get more viewers. We're up to 25 right now. So my brain is constantly monitoring this and determining, should I put it down? Should I pick it back up? Is it working? So it's all just part of the algorithm, the people, the likes. It all comes together. The cash just brings it all together and helps us get those extra viewers. And not everyone likes it, though. Joey, depends on what price you bought it at, Joey. Yep. $1.80. If you paid $1.80 for XRP, I think you paid too much. I was telling my viewers to buy it down at 52 cents. Holding your cash in front of you is good. Never hold your cash behind your back. 1,000 XRP. We're getting a lot of questions coming in here, guys. Thanks. I got in at 40 cents. This guy's got me beat. He bought XRP at 40 cents. But I got out at 275, bro. I got out at 275. Do I have you beat now? Because you might still be holding. And you're down to 220. So I think I got you beat by 5 cents. But we'll see what happens in the future. That's a lot of $1. Well, I got 100 in there too. I have it for a fan, guys. It's 80 degrees. $80 out here, guys. I mean, come on. It's so hot. Share 1 million. You can sin every second and find Christ 1 second before you hide and you're saved. I have 100,000 XRP. Wow. I don't know what that was. I think I just started to spontaneously combust. My stomach feels hot. Did you guys see that? I was like starting to breathe fire. I would humble and put the 100 in the middle. Yes, I do tell newbies, like when I meet newbie investors and stuff, like at work, I tell them it's good to be humble, okay? But for some people, having a strategy, though, where they show off, that actually works for them, okay? So now, usually, I don't tell people how to be. I just let them be. But I'm tempted more to be humble myself. What year did you start crypto? I started watching crypto when Bitcoin was around 1,000, but I only started buying crypto about 2 years ago. But I've been investing since about 1995, 96. My dad was giving me silver dollars. So I first started getting into silver when I was a kid. So that's when I first started accumulating and storing up wealth and learning how to hoard valuable items. So I was a kid and I was stacking up on silver coins, okay? And then when I turned 14, I started buying silver in larger quantities. I would buy a roll of silver coins at a time every week. I'd buy silver every single week. And then I would buy like an ounce of gold every week because gold was $300 an ounce back then. So I was buying ounces of gold for $300. Silver was like $6 an ounce. But yeah, I started crypto in like 2023. And then I sold last December in 2024 when everything was like at the peak. So I got in crypto at a good time and I got out at a good time. And now I'm getting back in. I am dollar cost averaging now. Again, that's what I first started doing. In 2023, I just started dollar cost averaging. I think I started at the very end of 2023. I just started buying. I was just dollar cost averaging. Shiba Inu, Litecoin, XRP, Stellar Lumens, Dogecoin, ICP, Origin token. I just started buying. And then I was up to like 10 grand. And then all of a sudden, at the end of last year, end of 2024, I had like 10 grand. It was like 21 grand, just like so quick. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay, guys, I'm selling. I'm getting out of crypto. I started selling my cryptocurrency. I told all of you that I was getting out, and I was very close to the top too. I was very close to the top. A lot of these other YouTubers, they didn't tell you to get out. I told you guys I was selling Shiba Inu. I told you guys when I sold my SHIB in the 4032. I was like, I'm selling it, guys. I'm selling it. I tell you guys about every step of the way. And right now I'm buying Shiba. I think now is a good time to buy it. I think if you buy Shiba Inu right now, you're going to be making money. I like ICP. That is way, way cheap. ICP is not going to get much cheaper than this, guys. The lowest it ever got really was $2.80 or something like that. ICP right now is like, it's like $5. That's a deal. That is a deal. Silver right now, it seems like it's a lot. It's $36. But remember, silver's about to go to 60. So silver's cheap. Silver's cheap. Okay, guys, I'm telling you. Every time silver has climbed up to this level, it has always shot up to 50 or 40, 49. So silver's already came up enough where we flipped that switch. Now we know silver's about to take off. Okay? It's only a matter of time. So we've got investments now that I think are guarantees. All right? We've got a lot of good investments. There's always good things to invest in. There's always something. Okay? So what do I put my money in? Silver, Shiba Inu? He doesn't know. I think that silver is a great place to put your money. Not financial advice. But I'm buying silver, yes. Silver is great. Also, AGQ. That's a silver leveraged ETF. AGQ. Write that down. You write it down? AGQ. This is silver on steroids. It's a leveraged way to buy silver and trade it with super high liquidity because it's on the markets, the stocks. It's not like a physical metal where it's going to take you a couple days to sell it. AGQ is silver, adds in leverage because the ETF that invests partially in options for silver. So this is going to go up. If silver goes up, this is going to go up even more than silver. So if silver goes up to 60, this thing's really going to skyrocket up to like 100, you know. So that's a good one too. So you could buy silver. You could buy AGQ. You could buy silver and gold stocks. Okay. You could invest in crypto too. I have a silver and gold in my portfolio. I have a portfolio of cryptocurrencies. I have a portfolio of stocks. You should do all this. You have to start. The key is that you start. You're seeing this video and I'm giving you some ideas. That's great. I think you have to start now. You can't forget about this video. You have to put it in your brain now that you've got to start accumulating assets. All right? So I don't care what it is, what you do. But I would start with, yeah, silver. You could buy a little bit of Shiba Inu. You could buy a little bit of Pepe coin. And I like the mining stocks, gold and silver stocks. Okay? There's one called Barrick Gold. The ticker symbol is very easy. It's a B. That's all. B. Barrick Gold. Okay? I think that's a really, really good gold mining stock because they pay a dividend and the price hasn't really shot up yet. And it should. It should go up at some point. Okay? So there's a lot of good investments There's a lot of things that you should be getting into, man. Did you buy during Liberation Day? I don't think so. I might have bought some crypto during Liberation Day. I don't know. But remember, I talk about crypto a lot. But remember, silver is really, 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 really big. I think silver is going to go up a lot. So I like to buy the cryptos that are cheap, though. I look for the ones that are the cheapest, that have come down the most. And one that sticks out is Origin Token, OGN. I think that is potentially a huge winner. It's a lotto ticket, but I like it, OGN. And then I like ICP, I like Shiba Inu, I like Pepe, I like Bonk. Bonk is pretty cheap. So I think that you should have Bonk and Pepe and Shib. And Floki is not on Coinbase yet, so you can't buy Floki really, unless you have a cold wallet. I'm not a big fan of the cold wallets. I feel like it's safer to have it on a major company like Coinbase. Their website, I think it's going to hold it for you very safely. I don't trust having a cold wallet. B is at $20.46 a share. Thanks, Nigel. I know. It's on my watch list. I look at it every day. Okay, buddy? So, Barrett Gold. Gold is tax-free. Silver, you pay tax. Go to Costco. The price is there. No, there's no tax on silver. It depends where you live, okay? It depends what state you're in if you pay tax on silver. I am in New York here. I do not have to pay tax on silver. But if you order a collectible high premium item, you will have to pay tax. So like the tax, it's based off of the premium that's on the actual silver item. That's what they told me when I called Provident Metals. So if you buy something with a low premium, there's no tax on silver. But it depends what state you're in, brother, okay? That is a great question, man. As far as the taxing goes, it depends what state you're in. I'm an average XRP fan. No. Dude, that's a big put down. The average I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. The average XRP fan is a complete idiot. They're not smart enough to understand what's really going on behind the scenes. They're not smart enough to understand that this is a pyramid scheme. I've seen these guys, these XRP fans. They're not wise. They do not have wisdom. Maybe they're smart, yes, but they don't have a lot of wisdom. Okay? Trying to be very nice here. The average XRP fan has very little knowledge about stocks, about investing overall. The average XRP fan is what I would call a noob, a beginner. Okay? So you, my friend, are the average XRP fan. I'll add it here to watch as well. Send me 1,000 XRP. XRP $20. I don't think so. I think the highest XRP ever goes is maybe $450. Did you buy during Liberation Day? I mean Liquidation Day. Sub chat. Yes, with the silver. That's what you should do. If you have kids, you should give them silver for their birthdays, because this will teach them about investing. It'll teach them that this little tiny thing is money, and it can go up in value over time, and teach them that the dollar loses purchasing power over time. My dad taught me about that, about the dollar, my entire life, about how this stuff will lose its value over time, and it will go, and this stuff right here will go up in value over time, and you will get rich if you hold gold and silver. Do you trade Bitcoin? I'm not a fan of Bitcoin. Okay, I'll tell you. As far as Bitcoin goes, I have $20 worth. They told me at Coinbase, if you make automatic payments for the first 4 payments, we'll give you $5 in Bitcoin for each payment. Do you guys know this? If you have Coinbase, you should know this. So I got automatic payments. I'm buying Shiba Inu automatically, and they gave me Bitcoin for free for setting up automatic purchases. So I got a little bit of Bitcoin, and I'm still buying Shiba Inu automatically. So in 6 months from now, I'm gonna have a lot of Shiba Inu. Dude, I'm not gonna have a billion, but I'm gonna have a lot of Shiba Inu. I'm buying it every single week. So just know, Every week you see me, guys, I have more Shiba. I'm a larger whale. I'm not a whale, but I would like to be a Shiba Inu whale. He says, OGN best buying zone. He's talking about Origin token. The best buying zone. It's now. It's now. It's here. Maybe it goes lower, but really, from the information that we have to go on, as far as charting is concerned, the best time to buy OGN is right now, or in the last week or two. Okay? It's freaking like 5 cents. It's like 4.7 cents. It's not going to get any cheaper than that. Well, maybe it does. I don't know everything, guys. Maybe it goes cheaper than that, and then maybe I buy it, and then maybe I get extremely rich. Who knows? We'll see what the future holds. I'm trying to get rich. I'm going to try. ZBCN, $5 silver is worthless. We're living in new times. He thinks silver is going to $5. That's not what the solar industry says. That's not what the investors say. That's not what manufacturing says. Silver is going to have higher demand. We've been in a silver deficit, okay? I think that's why they've been keeping silver low. So the people that need silver can get it. That's why they've been suppressing the price of silver. So that the businesses that need it can get it. Silver's going to go. Silver's going to go high. It's going to go to $100, $125, $150. And silver, at one time, it's going to be $500. Okay? You believe me? Just wait and see. At one time, silver's going to be $500. And I don't think it's going to be that long. Okay? Don't think it's going to take that long. Yes, it's going to take more than a few years. But it's not really going to take that long in the grand scheme of things. Maybe 5-10 years, we're going to see $400 silver, $500 silver, okay? I think this could happen. If you buy silver and you load up, you can buy a house with your silver, I think. Not financial advice, but I think if you will be able to buy a house with silver. Please give a donation, guys. I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. All you newbies out there should watch Rich Dad, Poor Dad, okay? And if you should read it. And if you've already read it, then you know. Then you've already taken your financial intelligence to a level higher than it was, okay? Bitcoin made me lots of money. Yes, Bitcoin made a lot of people a lot of money, yeah. But Moog coin, he says, trust Moog. The supply is limited to SHIB. It's unlimited, not good. I don't like when supplies are unlimited. Yes. Where is silver buy? Now. Silver's a buy right now. Dang it. Got to hold the money up. See, we're down to 11 viewers. I think we can bump that 11 up. Let's get that up to 25. Let's go. 25 viewers. Let's get 25 of us in here. Come on, guys. Okay, I think silver's a great buy right now. I'm buying it. Okay, so you should too. I've been studying silver since 2000 and even earlier than that. So, and if I'm buying it now, then you should probably follow me, okay? But do what you want, dude. But I think silver, it's highly likely that silver's going to 50 this year. That's going to be, you don't want to miss out on that. That's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Investing is fun. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, great, but he thinks Robert Kiyosaki is fake. I'm not really sure. I bought 2 Benjamin Franklin. Well, he cares about money. He's trying to get rich, So he's always promoting and popularizing, just like Donald Trump. But he's not really a completely fake person. He taught people a lot of good things, okay? Look at that. Let's get rich, guys. Let's get rich. We're up to 15 people in here. XRP prediction is XRP is going up possibly to $3.50 or $4.50, and then it's going down to 50 cents. I think XRP is going to go down to 50 cents. XRP prediction, yes. I've been busy. He bought 2 Benjamin Franklin 50-cent coins yesterday. Dirty RCs. I think that is Wyatt. Wyatt, what's up, dude? XRP money, baby. Let's go. Let's get rich. This is my XRP chain. I bought this chain because I made money on XRP. I made $4,000 on XRP. This is it. Turning fake money into real money, bro. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yes, let's go. You guys got to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. All right? This will teach you how to stay rich. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. It's been a great stream so far. Thanks, everybody. Give my own video a few likes and see. So thanks, everybody on the TikTok and on the YouTube. Greatly appreciate you. But I might take my motorcycle out for a ride. Let's go. Probably going to have to take that motorcycle out. YouTube. So let's check out Bitcoin right now. See what we're at. Bitcoin. Who likes Bitcoin? Let's go. Let's go. Bitcoin. Share this video. So Bitcoin's at 107 right now. 107.3. I don't know what my crypto account's at, but I'm sure it's making me rich. He has $250 and no muscle. Let the audience judge. Do I have no muscle or do I have some muscle? Let the audience judge, okay? Near protocol he likes. He likes near protocol. You have bro. Thank you, dude. This guy says I do have muscle. So we proved this dude wrong. Somebody actually backed me up on my own channel. Thanks. Dr. Am. Appreciate that. So please subscribe to this, guys, if you want to hear more stuff about making money. I put out a lot of videos, educational, informational about how to trade stocks and stuff like that. So I really appreciate any new subscribers we could get. Okay. My thoughts on XRP and HBAR. I'm not a fan of XRP. I like HBAR better. I think that XRP is a scam, and they're just deceiving new investors. And new investors are Brad Garlinghouse's exit liquidity. So I think XRP is a bit more of a meme coin. It's not a true utility token. All right. And Hedera, I have to look more into Hedera, okay? I got to look into that a little bit more, okay? Alts, they seem like they're dead right now, but they're going to become alive again in the future. Whenever they're dead, that's when you want to buy them. You want to buy any asset when people are rejecting it, okay? So if everybody says Bitcoin is no good, that's when you want to buy it, okay? DOT is a good project. Maybe so, maybe so. I'm starting to feel the same way. XRP is not even a coin. A lot of people are starting to lose faith in XRP. I'm surprised that they're able to keep the price up this high for this long. But yeah, a lot of people are losing hope, losing faith in XRP. I don't have any hope in XRP. I just know that when it goes down, I'm going to buy it, and when it goes up, I'm going to sell it. Everything trades within a range, okay? So just think numbers, guys. Because the truth is with XRP, it's probably a scam. I think that's what the truth is. It's probably a big scam. And we'll find out. Just look at it as a source of income. Buy it when it's down and sell it when it's high, okay? I know a lot of people think XRP is the financial future, but I don't understand how. They just keep saying that. It's going to help facilitate cross-border transactions. Who cares about if it's going to facilitate cross-border transactions? The system we have now is working. Buy XRP next. Well, how is it possible that the technology is that much better anyways, though? You know how many transactions per second ICP can handle? A lot more than XRP, okay? XRP is not the best technology anyways. So why would the banks want them? I don't know. And look at the network on XRP. There's not a lot of activity happening on the network, okay? It's all hype. So let's drop it. If you don't believe in it, why buy or sell? You have no idea what you are talking about. Well, I'm making money in it, so I'm going to keep buying it and selling it, bro. Dude, if I'm making XRP, if I'm making money in it, I'm going to keep trading it, okay? So I can do that if I want. It's my money, man. Banks won't have XRP. I don't think they want it anyways. That's fake. I really don't think the banks even want XRP. It's just they created that theory. Just do more research, bro. Holding 120. Well, here's 200 right there off the bat. So that's more than 120. Okay. Come on, guys, like this video. Please hit that follow button if you're new here, because we need as many people as we can get on this channel. Let's go. So hit that darn follow button, everybody. Hit that subscribe button if you're on the YouTube. We've been going at this for about 2 hours already, so please hit that subscribe button. Doing my best. Yeah, the YouTube's doing well. We got 381 views so far. Thanks, everybody on YouTube. He says small money. What about this? Bro is trying to flex while having drop ceilings. Bro just guessing the cash. They can't compete with the portfolio. They can't compete with my portfolio. That's why they're hating on me. I already know. Yeah, these are ones. Guess what? I don't need to flex, guys. I don't have to flex. This is just a prop. I know they're ones. If I wanted to flex, trust me, I'd flex, okay? Maybe I will one of these days. You think this watch is a flex? No. You think this is a flex? No. Well, this is a pretty decent flex for a lot of people, though. But for me, I can flex way more. Bryce says John owns you. Thanks, Bryce. He is the best buy stock trader. Yes. I'm the best buy bodybuilder stock trader. Get it right, okay? Best buy bodybuilder stock trader. You should buy prop money. Yeah, they sell prop money, yeah. Nothing wrong with a little bit of prop money. No. I'll never have prop money. I'm never going to lie to you guys. If I was going to lie to you guys, I would never have showed you these ones. I would have kept up the facade, you know. If I was going to lie to you, I would have put a rubber band around it. It's just a fun prop. I'm out here to have fun, guys, and to help teach you guys some certain things about making money and building a portfolio, okay? Not a financial advisor, though. So, how much do you make a week? 500. He wants me to flex my income. I could understand how people want an idea of how much the Best Buy stock trader makes. It's not important, though. But I make enough, okay? I make enough. Buy silver now because of your videos. Thank you. This guy's buying silver because of my videos. I made a real change in the world. Thank you, dude. Look for silver that's got a low premium, all right? Don't ask him in person info. What's rude? I want it. I don't offer a course, okay? Please join my Patreon, though. My Patreon is John's Gold and Silver. It's $10 a month. If you want to support me, you can do that. So yes, Patreon. I'll put it. It's in the link on this live. How much chain link did you buy? I only bought about $100 worth, but I'm gonna buy more. Kevin wants me to buy more Chainlink. I'll buy more. Please give me some money. I want the money, bro. I want the money. XRP is going to $4 after it goes down a little more. Fact. Dude, you think that's a fact? Only time will tell, bro. We don't know if that's a fact. You think it's a fact. That's a good start, buddy. Good night to everyone and silvery dreams. Yes, dream about silver, guys. Just sold. This guy sold all his XRP. Dude, this is not financial advice, bro. Okay? I'm not giving you financial advice and telling you to sell your XRP. Maybe it might be a good idea, but maybe the other gentleman was right. Maybe it goes up to 3 something and then it goes back down. But yes, I sold my XRP. So that was not financial advice, dude. You sold that on your own goodwill. All right? I literally go to your page for any advice. I appreciate that, but this is for non-advice. What type of gold or silver are you buying? 1 ounce Eagles, JM bars. By JM, he means Johnson Matthey, okay? This is a very good, reputable company. And those bars go for a big premium. Or he says monster boxes, okay? Monster boxes meaning a box of silver Eagles. I would say get 1 ounce rounds because they're going to be easier to sell. I would say 1 ounce generic rounds or 10 ounce bars. But what I buy, I like to buy 1 ounce rounds and kilo bars. That's what I buy. That's all I buy now is 1 ounce rounds and kilo bars. And I prefer the kilo. I sold my XRP. He says Chainlink is way better. I think you're probably right. I think Chainlink might actually have better technology than XRP. But I'm not an expert on Chainlink or XRP. Even though I do believe I know that XRP is kind of crappy. XRP is fake. I didn't say that. It's coming from him, okay? He says XRP is fake. I don't want to offend any XRP holders on here, even though I already think I did. Where do you buy silver? Provident Metals. Since we do have 13 viewers on the TikTok, I will show you the Provident Metal website, okay? Provident. Provident Metals. I'll show you where I buy it. Oh, I dropped something, guys. Let's move on. Okay. So, this is Provident Metals, guys. Tells you at the top of the page what are the prices. Yes, silver's down. Platinum dropped, but platinum is still crazy. And you can look up silver right here. 1 ounce rounds. Wow, look at that. That is sick. Dude. I want that so bad. I might as well show the YouTubers. I want that. It looks sick, but you can buy all kinds of silver on here, guys, on Provident Metals. $38.80, $39.30. Yeah, it's going up. $38.60. I would buy these right here. $38.60. Okay. Let's come back now. So that's what I would buy. I would buy some silver 1 ounce rounds. All right, guys. On Provident Metals. They don't pay me or anything like that. They don't even know about me. That's just the best place to buy silver, okay? A lot of people will say Pimbex. Pimbex is advertising a lot with people, but I don't think Pimbex has a large supply. A lot of people will say JM Bullion. I think JM Bullion's prices are too high. I like AppMex and Provident Metals. That's it for silver. AppMex and Provident. Or you obviously buy it from somebody that you know that's trying to sell it, the public. I don't have a link to... I have a link to my Patreon. My Patreon is John's Gold and Silver. Please join that. But for Provident Metals, just type in Provident Metals, and you can buy silver on there. But the key is you have to pay with a credit card. Or no, you have to pay with a check. If you pay with a credit card, they charge you more. So you have to mail them a check. Okay? So call them up. Call up Provident Metals. Figure it out. All right, bro? But thanks, everybody on YouTube. We got 11 viewers on YouTube. Appreciate all you guys. That's really helping us get the watch hours up there right now. Thanks, YouTube. We're talking about gold, silver, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. If anybody has any questions, answering questions. Talking about cryptos. Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is just doing nothing. It's just dead. What's up, everybody? We had somebody join. Thanks for joining. Floki. Floki's another cheap one. So Floki, I like Floki, but it's not on Coinbase. Floki is not on Coinbase. Yeah, I think that about does it, guys. That about does it. Long enough video. Thanks, everybody, for participating and for your questions. Really appreciate all you guys. You guys help keep me going. All right? So remember, if you want to support this content, please join the Patreon. Patreon is John's Gold and Silver. I spell that out in the bottom of every video. Please help me get those watch hours up. Appreciate all you guys. We'll see you next time.